I'm up. Yeah, I can't spend a day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check three.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Hey, we're good.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He's coming.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down.
Here we go, 47. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And 12 at the 33-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Cousins. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Now Austin. A beautiful spin and room to run. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
40 to Mike. 40 to Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Slant.
A first down carry by Elliott. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second and 5 now. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Prescott now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, he'll let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Complete to Tavon Austin. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
47.
To throw is Prescott. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Throwing, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Second and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3.
Kill.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we are.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. No, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Malcolm Smith there for the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. About 3 yards there to the 27. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
And the Vikings 1st down.
For the high. What are you? What's the two?
A 1st down throw for Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Alpha.
To throw, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 78 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because it's just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Cousins from the gun on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's Austin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott on first down. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. And now it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw again on second down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Following the interception, Cousins forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw is Cousins. And he's going to go down again. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Go right in. Defense wins championships, baby. Here we go. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Done. Here we go. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trey Wayne's the Michigan State man right there in coverage. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Oh, you got deep? Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Cousins on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Now Prescott. That's to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check 26, check 26. Go, get out there. 26.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
47.
Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Here we go.
Switch the mic right here. We go mic 40, mic 40.
Here we go, 46, 46, 26.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott got an open man to tight end Jarwin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Watch 8-9, watch 8-9, he's yours.
26.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Check 99.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. You don't see me.
Hey, kill.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On first down, Pollard. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
Second and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Completes it to Austin. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. This to Jarwin. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing, Prescott. Caught by Cobb. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge. And he'll get in! Touchdown, Cowboys! Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Cousins to throw it. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hey, Zoo! 61, matchbox lights.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Barr in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 82 yards, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
Going to 53. 26.
They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful, and we've got ourselves a tie football game. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
On second down, Cook. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that sets up a big third down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Cousins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, 40's Mike, 40's Mike, 40's Mike. Exit.
Here's Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Cooper was the intended target.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
2 Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. Cousins now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Wide.
Cousins to throw. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Go! At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. 10th carry now for Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Prescott to throw on 4th. Complete to Jason Witten. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the 1st.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll run with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Single 47. Stay situation. Let's go. Check 50. On
2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's got room. Pass. There he goes. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Slow down!